12 US dollar coins flew nearly 2 million miles in outer space and then vanished into Fort Knox, and 7 were just sold for over $3 million. But what happened to the rest? Well, let's open the vaults. Now, these aren't just any regular dollars. These are technically actually pattern coins, Judd 2190 to be precise, with a prototype reverse flown aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia. PCGS ranks these amongst the top 5 of all modern coins. I can tell you that the first and cheapest of these coins to appear at auction in 2025 was graded by PCGS as Proof 69 Deep Cameo and managed to raise a staggering $360,001 at a special auction. But what makes them so special? Well, it was the late 1990s. The mint needs a new dollar coin after the dismal failure of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which was too easily confused for a $quarter coin in circulation, all but forgotten now, and hadn't been minted in nearly 20 years at that point. So Congress calls for a golden-colored coin with a new bold design. Enter Sacagawea, Glenna Goodacre's young mother on the obverse, paired with Tom Rogers' Soaring Eagle reverse. When the second of these coins crossed the auction block, it too graded as Proof 69 Deep Cameo. In fact, all 7 of the coins that were sold were graded identically by PCGS, and with the initial precedent set, this coin was then sold for $380,001, all in at auction. Meanwhile, back in 1999, over at NASA, the Space Shuttle STS-93 mission preps for launch. Air Force Colonel Eileen Collins is set to become the first woman to command a space shuttle mission. The mint sees a chance to align 2 American firsts, a pioneering woman of the past and one charting our future. And in 2025, the third of these historic coins was also featured at auction by Stax Bowers, and with the supply beginning to dwindle, the prices began to soar, selling at the third example for $400,001. So, to promote the new coins, they decided to strike 39 22-karat gold versions of the new dollar coin on half-ounce American Eagle planchettes, not intended for circulation, but instead for space. The 12 best of these coins would board Columbia and be flown in space. The rest, well, melted back down by the mint. And one of these survivors was then sold in 2025 for an eye-watering $420,001, and the best is yet to come. But back to the story for now. The space coins were then returned to Earth on July the 28th, 1999. They were once displayed very briefly at the 2007 ANA show and then sealed in Fort Knox, where these coins, like secrets, go to disappear. There they stayed buried in the National Vault for over 26 years. And when they finally emerged from their long hibernation, the 5th out of the available 7 coins was sold for a cool $501,001. And you might be asking, well, what's with these strange prices? $420,001, $500,001. Well, that extra $1 that is added to the price is actually due to the Treasury officially monetizing the coins for the first time. Similar to what was officially done with the 1933 St. Gordon's double eagle coin as well, when it was officially sold at auction for the first time in July of 2002 for $7.59 million, when $20 was then also added to the price by the Treasury Department to officially monetize that famous coin as well. Now, these weren't exactly souvenirs. They were the only US gold coins ever struck specifically to be flown in space. That made them federal property, so for years, private ownership seemed impossible. And the best part? These coins used an early reverse with enhanced details engraved into the tail feathers, the same as the famous Cheerios dollar, where you can clearly see that the tail feathers are more finely detailed when compared to the regular circulation coins. Fast forward to September the 12th, 2025. 7 of the flown coins emerge from federal custody. Stax Bowers is picked to handle the sale, and PCGS certifies all 7 as proof 69 deep cameo, and the final 2 coins to feature at auction were both sold for $550,001 each, writing their place into the history books once again. The other 5 remaining coins, well, they are still locked away in public collections, retained for the Mint's legacy collection, and other coins may be donated to public institutions for conservation, meaning this might be a once-in-a-generation offering. They join the pantheon of American rarities, coins like the 1804 dollar, the 1913 Liberty Nickel, the 1933 St. Gordon's Double Eagle, but those are 19th and 20th century icons. These are 21st century legends, forged in gold, flown through space, and sealed away like treasure. But this sale wasn't purely a random event either. It was timed to coincide with the 25th anniversary of the initial release of these coins. And in special honor of that occasion, another gold Sacagawea dollar coin was also on offer. The very first coin struck in the 2025 W Sacagawea 25th anniversary series, struck from 24 karat gold. The very first one of a limited commemorative series of 7,500 coins. This example graded as proof 70 deep cameo by PCGS and sold at auction for $120,000, bringing the total amount raised at the auction to an astronomical $3,280,007. If you liked this video, then feel free to take a look at when the 1933 Double Eagle coin was last sold for almost $18 million, right here. Next, for the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.